Okay, where do you want us?
That's good.
Good? Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Welcome to another Behind the Message with Pastor Brad. All right, Pastor Brad, we're starting our new series called From Paycheck to Purpose. Tell us some about this series.
Yeah, so from paycheck to purpose, purpose is more important than a paycheck. So we know in life we have to earn a certain amount of money, sometimes an era, season of our life to pay our bills. But purpose is deeper than a paycheck. And so what we want to do as people is we want to be moving from not just jobs that we have for a paycheck or just not work that's maybe frivolous work, but we want to be moving over a lifetime towards work that has more purpose, because purpose is what sustains us and gives us the future and the drive and the engagement that we need really to get out of bed in the morning to be part of life. And work is bigger than any job. In fact, a lot of the best work that I've ever done in my life, I wasn't paid for. And I know a lot of people in our church would be included in that, whether they're retired or they're students or they're stay-at-home moms. This is incredibly important work that's filled with purpose. And so it's not just about the paycheck.
Yeah. Work feels like such a separate part of our lives sometimes. So why is it important that we disciple our people in the area of work?
I think when you look at the story of God from the very beginning, God works. And I think that's an incredibly important part of the story in Genesis, where God is working and he's creating and he's producing and he's being productive and he's spending his time in order to better the lives of other people, specifically humanity and creation. So God works 6 days and then rests on the seventh. So you see this rhythm of work and rest modeled by God that then's just given as a baton to humanity for all of us. And so when we talk about how we're going to disciple our church, and I'm always thinking about this, our teaching team, which you're a part of, we're always praying and thinking about where we're going next. We're asking in all these different eras and seasons of our church's life, what do the people need? What will help us to be more conformed to the image of Christ? And work is such a big part of who we are as people.
Absolutely.
And so that might be our job, but it might be all this work that's outside of even a job itself that we're doing. And God modeled it, and he gave us work as an inherently good thing. Though we know the curse of sin brought some curse onto work, work is inherently good from creation and given as a gift to humanity to be a blessing to us and a blessing to other people. So as we think about discipling, growing, and our spiritual walk with God, to focus on work, I think is so pivotal, and it'll help all of us, and no matter where we are in our life right now.
That's so great. So what is your greatest hope for our people when they walk away from this 4-week series?
Yeah, so my deepest hope, my greatest hope for all of us as we walk away is, first of all, a greater appreciation for the benefit of work, the good of work, to not just see it as something I have to do, a necessary evil, maybe just to pay the bills, but the good of work that God gave to us as a gift, something good to give us meaning and purpose to the life we have. And maybe secondly, some greater clarity around the work we each individually should give ourselves to, because maybe the work that Trisha should give herself to is not the same kind of work that I should give myself to. And the same goes for everybody that's part of our church. There's unique work that God gives to us. In fact, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 says that we are created for good works, which he prepared in advance for us to do. And so that's all tied into the topic of work and purpose that God gave for us. So I'm hoping people will find greater clarity and a greater appreciation for the good of work and what God wants to do in our life as a result.
That's awesome. This is going to be such a helpful series for our people. So we hope that all of you can join us as we enter into the next 4 weeks talking about From Paycheck to Purpose.
That's good. That's great.
Yay.
Good job.
Nice.
Great.
Here we go. Nothing silly. Well, I guess that was. Dang.